Welcome back to Comic Studio, where the last time that we just reviewed the entire website and the main website for just going to be going for many much more as well, and you want to do so as well. And where today we're going to be searching for something for a little bit different, as we're going to be typing for Thomas and Friends, and we just gonna be probably got here as we're gonna be trying to go ahead and search. If we just already have to do and search for only one thing, this isn't going to be ready to go. As we completely able to search, it does pretty work, or not even much. And then we got over here with we just pose for some sort of one thing. I got for the pose screen, and it looks like we got definitely many ways to choose for. We got a lot of these things definitely for just a complete studio. We're not going to be going here, but we're trying to get down here. There must be many comic studios that you want to choose. We're going to be choosing as only that we just definitely try to do this. If we just probably to choose this, we're going to be browser the comic as well, and I'm probably not sure. The first thing is we're going to be browser a comic. So this is a first thing we got for absolutely one thing. Roblox reference, and we got for many like these people, and for other kinds of like itself. So we have for some sort of a screams and panel lines, and not a lot to do this. We're gonna be browser another comic, and we got some sort of like these trains, and feel stupid like this thing for just many more stuff. We're gonna be trying to make a lot more comic and a lot of inappropriate things, or just wait. And let's decide that we're going to be making a comic. Let's go for two loading screens. We have some sort of a characters. I've just a lot of their sites as well. Let's go for and try to skip a little bit for just one thing. So we have a crossovers like this. 7-minute sprites as well. We have one, and oh dear, we just ran out of sprites as well. So I'm nothing that we're gonna be trying to make things a little bit best. But first, we're gonna be trying to spawn a background first, before that does not gonna be going to complete like this one. Add another panels, and look like there are cells to get things a little bit of giant station over here. And but nothing is going to be over here. We don't have any next page, but to do this, that we're not gonna be letting me know as well. We're already scrolling down, and not many of those people isn't going to be just like the same. So here's this one, and there is one more thing to do this. Now we're going to be spawning, not instead of a train, we're going to be spawning an American locomotive. I'm going to do this, I'm not sure. This isn't going to be quite late for whoever who probably should try to exist like this thing as well. So we're gonna be trying to spawn the cars who are stuck in a locomotive. We're gonna be trying to custom background instead of this. And what I actually try to do is we're gonna be making the cars are stuck on the rails. We're gonna be trying to see them why. And once we added sprites over here, we just spawn anything that before that monkey that I just spawned a GMC for one thing, of course, and another Buick, of course, and there must be Shure. We put a bus here nearby the station, and we made changes, anything. Of course, we just absolutely spawned a caravan, and with some sort of an two officers are just gonna be probably, and a road food cookie has just sitting on the top of the truck, and that forced to leave up their ways that I just completely spawned a Chevrolet Traverse. Now all you have to do is save the image, and that was pretty easy. It's already downloaded, and we're gonna be move on into the next one, because instead of their loading screen, we're gonna be trying to make a comic in another way. So this is not the main thing in the battle for just many more things, but all you have to do is we're gonna be spawn a background itself, and by the time the backgrounds have already spawned like therefore, but it has a less few images. But we're gonna be spawning an Amtrak by there once, and all you have to do is choose anything itself and edit a lot of more panels to do this. And we got hopefully a lot of their cells, not include of these things as well. And instead of going to be on one side of the king, so instead of this thing, we're going to be remove the background, and we're not going to be doing to spawn the cars anyways. And at last, we have spawned the big trains, and not all around from these things, because some other kinds of clips and loading screens are not going to be finished a little bit. So it's just going to be a little bit more for police cars around chase around the dock as well. We've seen an Amtrak train that I forgot to cookie has just saw like this. We got big smoke, like not anything. This is going to be almost like their Crown Victorias around here on this loading screen at DB10, and we just added a Freedom Train background image around it to do this as well, because it's not going to be some sort of enough like this, and it's going to be for such as the loading screen of all time. But before we're going to be trying to save this, I'm absolutely going to be added a little bit more of these things, and not by many more, and it's going to be a little bit of one time with this one. So I have to pause like this one, and it's not going to be going for a little bit easy. A few of them added into this game, or probably into some sort of images. It's time to save without any captions as well, but instead of this, to add for a simple text around here. So I didn't absolutely going to be trying to add it like this here, and looks like we're just going to be trying to say it like this, and the policeman says leave the area, and we probably it's going to be trying to this. It's absolutely, this is not going to be prohibited around here. So looks like I have my correct words, and not almost likely going to be going to get around of this dream. So dreaming like this, only one thing we're going to be trying to say. And because it's absolutely, that does not going to be saying how is this car, but whatever, we try to do this as well. I need to think something a little bit pretty quick, and there we have it, that we're going to be trying to save this quick before it's not going to be something like it's even going to be more like overall. It's time to save for a little bit for another comic as well. And we definitely spawn another comics as well. So it's time to head over to downloads. We have scanning for a lot of malwares around here. 2 of them isn't going to be just like this one. So it has been broken since not a while ago, that it's not going to be to do like it says. It was probably a little bit of a mistake. But of course, that isn't going to be such as for malwares, like there's police around everything about it. And before we're going to be end of this video, we have finishing touches about for one thumbnail over here for Angry Bird Studio, Minecraft Studio, and all the way to Thomas and Friends Studio around itself for just one that we did just last time. And looks like this is Thomas Tank Comic Studio, and which is the cars around for is fully piled up for as well. And then it absolutely looked like this. And we got the Freedom Train DTAF Comic Studio. Looks like we absolutely truly the end of this video. We have any 4 images. We got everything from its site as well. So that is going to be the end of today's video, and I hopefully you like for the comics as well. We got a lot of them. We have 4 comics. We got anything as well, and it was probably, if you're feeling awkward about this thing and you feel pretty insane of this comic around here, without any subtitles to do this as well, without anything, that is just going to be one spotted as well. So thanks for watching, for all your support, and the website is going to be linked in description down below, as we'll be making a lot of comics like there, so, and therefore it wasn't going to try to make this every probably comics around for here every day. And this is Turbo Concept is signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads all later, because this is probably feels great. If you didn't feel great about this, some sort of comic, I will absolutely, I never gonna be responsive this one.